Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my Core of the Apocalypse. This is Cheska Hans. It is September 26, 2025. The Taco administration is trying to indict James Comey of bullshit charges. Essentially, it's just the Taco's revenge tour. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish up the rest of this intervalo.
총은 수지 타산에 맞게 한 발에 한 놈씩.
This is the doctor, researcher at Rhodes Island. Nice to meet you. When I, after everything went through, finally had a chance to meet the doctor at Rhodes Island, I realized I had been building a vastly different image of them in my mind based on the name alone. I was thinking there could be someone like Isan, Faust, or Hohenheim from LCE. But the first impression of them was similar to what I felt when I met a K-Corp employee. The clock just ticked. And this is Dante, a manager at Limbus Company. The ticking just now was, nice to meet you. Okay. Thanks for accompanying Mia. Honestly, I was pretty worried when we were separated at the border. I should thank you and Mia, actually. We would have been a real pickle without her, so... It's a bit embarrassing to repeat that myself. Dante says that we've been a real pickle without Miss Mia. Sorry, Manager Bill can't talk human, so don't worry about it. We'll take over translation. It's incorrect to state that the manager cannot talk human. A more accurate assessment would state that the manager is incapable of accessing sonic means of communication, which includes verbal communication. However, they are able to produce repetition of multiple sounds that may register a similar scale to that of the ticking of multiple hands, second hands, minute hands of a clock. I don't know. Something about the way Marcel put it sounds worse. Don't worry. It's not a difficult task when only a single individual has to be translated. Doctor, let's move on to the next steps of the plan. Next steps? Thanks to Limbus Company's efforts, we obtained the exact coordinates of the vessel Massas and managed to capture the decks with ease. However, Fabius, who is suspected to be Bishop of the Deep, and his followers have barricaded themselves inside the bridge's control room. While it may seem as though they're hiding, I believe they're trying to bait us. Masturbators, as in, they're waiting for us to enter the bridge before summoning reinforcements from elsewhere to trap us in a pincer attack. Something like that. The elsewhere is most likely the sea, as the reinforcements are probably more sea terrors. Fabius is a seaborn, and the ocean will answer to the call of their kind. Limbus Company and Irene will head to the bridge and neutralize Fabius, and Mia and I will accompany you to provide support and identify a situation within the bridge. In the meantime, Kaltsit and the art operators will remain on standby at the exterior at the pre-designated locations. I'd like to avoid getting surrounded by sea terrors before we manage to take down Church of the Deep within the bridge. I observed several entry points leading straight to the bridge while we're working on repairing the vessel. Your force doesn't seem numerous enough to close off all of them. It's true that there are many entry points here, but we don't need forces guarding every single one of them, especially here. The hallway is narrow, long, and straight, so that's what she said. Makes sense to me. How about here? Are you sure you're not overly focusing your forces to a single checkpoint? Now let's see, but on closer look. Looks like Commanding Officer Otis is finally in her environment. Got any questions, Manager Bud? I have no idea what they're talking about, if I'm being honest. Really? I saw you commanded Sinners earlier. You seem pretty adept at giving orders and making strategic decisions. Indeed, they seem quite adept at making on-the-spot strategic commands and identifying exploitable weaknesses and patterns in their enemies. However, the Doctor and the Outsider are operating on fundamentally different fields. No further elaboration is necessary. Right, there's supposed to be tower defense for Arcanine, so it's probably like you set things up ahead of time, while Limbus Company, you go with what you got. Agreed. That particular aspect of strategizing is not one of Manager Dante's obligations. Even if there is a chance for them to engage in such elements, it may be too early to do so. Is that so? It is. At least that is what Faust has judged. What are they all about? I was about to ask that myself. I don't know. I have no idea. Having finished their discussion with the Doctor over the plan, Otis returned wearing a grim look. Huh? Is there something wrong with the plan? No. There wasn't anything wrong with the plan. I expected a certain degree of competency, but they were impressive. Far beyond my expectations. Really? That good, huh? Even when I think back to my days in line of duty, I can't think of too many like them. Right, so they're dependable. Good enough for me. Your strategy is done. Let's get cracking. What of you, Miss Mayers? If it is too much to face what awaits, then you need not follow us. I decided to stay here anyway. Doctor's going to update you in real time on where the safe zones are, so please keep that communicator close to you. I will. Hey, Gramps, is there something you'd like for us to do? No, it's nothing. If there's something you want to tell him, contact us through the communicator at any time. We're going to find a way to resolve this as peacefully as we can, but if negotiations break down... Yeah, I know what you mean, Doctor. Be safe, everyone. Leave Mayers behind with her unfinished sentence. We followed the Rhodes Island team into the bridge. The bridge was as godly decorated as ever. Fabius, flanked by hooded followers and sea terrors, greeted us with a kindly smile. Well, welcome. I truly did appreciate that kindness. Wherefore dost thou seek to harm us? Your suspicions are certainly justified, but I implore you to think back. If you truly believe that we have sought to harm you then, how do you explain that one peaceful night you have spent in Faro Muerto? We have never wished you any harm. We do not then, and we do not now. 9 days after your folks stabbed us in the back like cowards, and he wants to believe that? Our wish has always been the same. We only wish to extend the freedom to roam the seas to those capable, kind-hearted souls. Wait, we know you're just trying to turn us sea monsters of some kind. Monster is only a name. The essence of its being changes not regardless of the label given to it. Become one with the sea. Become one with the endless cycle of life. And one day your misunderstandings will end, and you will come to understand us. Looks like this fight between us is going to be unavoidable. I put out the identity cards the moment I saw Fabius raising his hand. The doctors seemed to have finished their preparations as well, as they and Mia stood opposite Fabius. Incoming! Get ready, everyone! Let's stop them here for good, no matter how long it takes. In strategic formation, prioritize reducing sacrifices to the absolute minimum. Their commands sought to protect, sought to defend, and the forces were quick to follow them. Rhodes Island's operation was clearly impressive, but that's not exactly our style. All I could do is put my faith in the sinners and push them onward. Our style is, trust me to bring you back, no matter how many times they cut you down. Let's wipe them out! Right, because I imagine they don't have the revive ability in Arknights.
사실 이런 보모구실은 제가 아니라 세피라들의 역할이긴 하죠. 관리자님도 알다시피 저는 언제나 수십 명의 몫을 해내고 있으니까요.
아시의 이상을 함께 줬던 호위 이상이요.
불가 위야 막아내지 못해. 적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고
그래,
제가 늘 말씀드렸죠.
반쯤 죽여보자.
저는 언제나
13조 이항에
옳은
맞추려면
말만 한답니다.
그게 체격이지.
대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까?
와우! 벌써 재료를 저기까지 손질해둔 것이오?
오늘 공장 일찍 문 닫을 수 있을 것 같지요?
타겟 포착 30방.
I like the waves in the background there.
보상은
I love the waves animation there.
지원했군. 와, 엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸.
Come on.
끝내지. 가죠.
전투 감각 하나만큼은
움직임이 어설퍼요.
훌륭하긴 하군. 이제 그 도통 알아들을 수 없는 말투만 고치면 딱 좋겠어. 사본 수감자.
Let them build up before we do that. Who's she after? Isan, huh?
타겟 포착 1시간.
이제 깨우치시길.
다음 목표로 모든 것을 견뎠어.
웃기는 자식들. 끝나고 나서 고래구이 파티를
One bullet
열어주겠다고
left.
하네.
Yes.
의욕이 좀 났나?
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하리. 훌륭하군요. 이제 깨우치시길.
좋아. 시원하구만.
치명적인 한방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
맞아. 여기까지 다 울리지 않았어?
물 넘고 거꾸로 제철.
정상 카피네. 사실 그 상황에선 그런 공격밖에 부를 게 없었지, 그치?
그 삶에 마침표를.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
지금은 좋았어요.
와우! 벌써 재료를 저기까지 손질해둔 것이오?
오늘 공장 일찍 문 닫을 수 있을 것 같지요.
I guess the next part is a boss. I will probably find Fabian himself.
흑승류 뒷박대춤. 불쌍하게 울부짖는군.
한 점만 노린다.
숨통 끊기.
방금 어떻게 하신 거죠? 깜짝 놀랐어요.
먼저 빠진다.
아, 너희가 아까 생 공격을 한 바람에 바늘이
시간
저 끝까지
끌
들어가서
것 없이.
안 돌아와. 나 이거 잠깐 수리 좀 해야 할 것 같은데. 아, 이 옷은 트라이를 안 가지고 다녔나? 잠깐 집중해야 하니까 말 그만할게. 아, 너희 잘했어.
지금은 좋았어요.
Oh, there's a second way. I see.
네티가 배고파했어. 잘 됐다. 그치?
What is that? Expands towards 0 each passing turn. Stage 1, stage 2, frontmost. Alright.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 지워버리죠.
간당 목숨줄만
Screw it, let's do it.
곧 끝장날 수 있을 것 같은데 소감자들로 효율적인 마무리를 명령하시겠지요, 단테.
헤어내리.
방금의 공격 폭신 괜찮지요?
넘고 무수히 넘고 얼마든지 꽃에 차
훌륭한
내
성과
앞을 달리시오.
1번 수감자
아시다.
인격 애국
는 그리할 수 있어.
특혜받군.
겹겹의 중문
내가 있는 곳까지
뚫어
흔들리던데.
보이겠어.
네, 완벽한 돌입이었어요. 흑수묘 뒷박질 준비.
냠냠냠냠냠.
지킬 게 많거든. 한눈 팔지 마세요. 맹활한 당신에게 파도는 반드시 밀려올 테니.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
일기당천
차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
좋아, 이번에는 제대로 들어갔어.
이제 끝났네. 너희들이 원한 대로 된 거 맞지? 아, 여기저기 부서진 것 같은데 저건 우리 직원들 시켜서 고쳐야겠다. 수리 대금도 받고 시민들도 금방 편해질 테고. 어?
Very persistent. Fabius flees again, using sea terrors and his followers as meat shields. Wait, no. I see it now. It's not Fabius who's putting them in harm's way to save himself. The sea terrors and occultists are throwing themselves in our way, entirely willing to sacrifice their lives to ensure that Fabius gets away. But for all that, the only place left for him to flee on the ship wounded and cornered by the sinners, and Irene's lamplight was the Dex. Nowhere left to run, Fabius. I understand you can't help but continue to thrash and struggle to live, even knowing that there's no hope. But running will only make your pain worse. That's different. Fabi didn't run to live. A voice echoes from under the dark sky. Mayers? Mayers, appearing quite different from how she did a moment ago. She approaches Fabius slowly, her expression solemn and mournful. She looks down at him wordlessly. I told you that your methods won't win their understanding, Fabi. Ha! What a shame. I thought those with such wisdom and aptitude would. Hope that you would still be able to realize your ideal here, even after I'd left. It will be realized. Fabius may die here, but we will remain. Now it is time. Devour me. What Fabius blurted out threw us off once again, even before we regained our footing from a shock of realizing Mayer's true allegiance. Eat people? Oh ho! Looks like they'll give us a live demonstration of some gourmet art. Here's a pretty common thing in District 23 backstreets, but I rather not see it in person. Hey, I think just gonna look away. That's okay, right? Just what? Doctor, weaker seaborns really let themselves be devoured by stronger ones, thereby sharing their experience and nutrients with them. This is commonly accepted practice among them. It is but a behavior that prioritizes survival over all else. It isn't done in any sense of sacrifice. The time is here. Devour me. Set sail towards your ideal. Sorry, Fabi. I still got some canned food left for me on the ship, and I think I'll be like becoming Steveborn for a little while. Why? I found a new destination. I'll get a new power from there, and then become a Seaborn. So now is not yet the time. If that is your will, O Bishop. Don't worry, your flesh will fatten the bloodkin of the sea. Mayer waves her hand, and two terrorists climb to the vessel front ship, again tearing Fabius to pieces. Despite the way it looked, Fabius looked exhilarated. Nary looked of suffering or pain wrinkling his face as they ripped his flesh apart. We turned away from a scene that cannot be described as anything other than the cannibalism to look at Mayers. Kaltsit, is she? Don't need to ask questions when the answer lies plainly before you, Doctor. What is happening? Wherefore did young Mayers... It wasn't Fabius. Mayers was the Bishop of the Deep.
마침내 굴레 하나를 끊었소. 두려움 없이 나아갈 수 있는 아씨가 그리던 홍원이 한 걸음 더 가까워진 것이요. 그러니 언젠가 재회할 날 꼭 내게도 은자를 풀어주시오. 내 그것만을
not much
바라고
left.
온몸에 피를
Come on,
묻혀가며
gotta drink some water.
쉼없이 달리고 있으니
I'm about to earn a buttload of shards in the last one. Light of the City. They played us. Don't despair. We still have the upper hand. We defeated Fabius and his cultists already, and even if they were some more sea terrors, we should be able to handle them without much trouble. Hey, Ager, just what were you thinking the entire time as you deceived us? I feel like I knew what she was going to say to that. She was either going to say this for our sake, that wasn't deception at all, or maybe she'll give us one final gloating. Her reply, the words which were carefully selected after gazing out the far ocean, was not what any of us could have expected. I'm sorry. I thought this would be the better way to approach you, but I see how it came across as nothing more than deception. You're... sorry? Why? Dante wants to know why you're sorry. Huh? Well, that's because I did something wrong. Wait, hold on. You've been deceiving us all on Mayers, and now you're gonna... What exactly are you after? You're after the same thing that Giza was, ain't that right? Towards your bloodkin, that it's all for our sake? Giving all this guy's ridiculous excuse to turn into one of those monsters? I do hope that you all one day accept becoming Seaborns. But I'm not about to demand that you let yourself be transformed today, right here and now. I understand that we all need some time to mentally prepare ourselves. May I understand your statement to be implying that you will not be forcing this upon us, should we refuse? That's correct. It begets manners to do what Fabius did, shoving sea terror cells into your body out of nowhere. Manners, huh? Well, he would... I think Gregor would appreciate that, considering what was done to him. While taken back by the fact that Mayers was a bishop of the deep, it was also true that Mayers had never tried to bring us harm, unlike Fabius, who attacked the Sirens directly. While she did almost get us in big trouble with Irene while explaining things to us, it's also true that Mayers has been extremely helpful so far. It was her who led us to the lighthouse. It was her who stayed in that crumbling lighthouse until repairs were done as that terrifying night continued to assail its walls. What was your actual relationship to Fabius anyway? Just someone who also once strove to realize the visions of our ideal world. Our goals once converged, but not now. I was pretty taken aback when they attacked you back at the village. Maybe he got greedy when he saw Faust and Otis repairing the ship. He got greedy? Fabius believed that welcoming capable people as bloodkin would expedite Seaborn's evolution. Cool. So you're like some sort of cult leader, but you don't necessarily want to antagonize us. You still haven't told us what you're after, though. I'm going to the city that lies beyond the dimensional door. So you're trying to flee the different world where the Inquisition won't be able to chase you? Yeah, but the head will be after you. This isn't running away. I just want to help the people of the city. That's all. So I'm bringing the Seaborns with me to the city. Don't tell me. You're going to invade the city alongside those monsters, then. Then, the foghorn suddenly blared, and the ship shook as it began to move. Huh? Vessel Masas got to move. Is this an automated sailing program? The Vessel Masas will now sail toward the dimensional door. I'll let Rhodes Island and Irene go right in front of the door, so don't worry. Did you seriously just tell us not to worry? Faust! Please calm yourself, Dante. It's not yet been determined if that is indeed the dimensional door connecting directly back to the city. No, it has to be. The warm, shining light and the voice from within is getting clearer and clearer. Oh, Carmen's reaching out to her. Why don't we just let them into the city? The battle thus far have done well not to demonstrate the level of danger Seaborns pose. However, I don't think get very far even if we enter the city. Don't you agree? In Honyan, we all see what happens when sapient, sentient, non-human entities enter the city. The head will take action the moment they realize their presence. Of course, we must prepare ourselves for repercussions in case they decide to hold Olympus Company responsible once the dust settles. Yet, it's also very likely that we will fully escape any culpability, as we saw in the memories of the Colin Massacre. Your thoughts, Faust? Urban nightmare. However, consider their specific attributes. It will not take long for them to rise to become a star of the city level threat. There is a reasonable possibility that they may be issued the Imperitus Civitius classification. Is that not acceptable risk? Not the head. They should be matched by a wing. This isn't that terrible calamity. The Calcet shook her head resolutely. No. The technology seems to be based on something else, which neither originated in Mars nor of its direct technology. That's precisely what can make your world vulnerable against Seaborns. Is it because they learn fast? Yes. Those on the front lines of the war against the Seaborns stubbornly stick to using traditional low-tech weapons. Deploying high-technology weapons against them is only going to make you an enticing meal. Then can we just let whichever one unfortunate wing that ends up fighting these? Do take into account that it may take a significant amount of time to earn their trust. Even if they were to be convinced, there will be other parties with alternative perspectives on the matter, complicating issues. Situation rapidly grow and control the backstreets in case of fixers get involved. Let's next taboo to prevent it. Even then, considering what she has been saying. Yes, let's consider the possibility that they be capable of absorbing the head's technology as well, before they are expelled from the city. Oh. How do you plan helping the people of the city, Mayers? like giving them a chance to become Seaborns. What are you on about? Become Seaborns? She ain't all there either. What kind of help is that? Mayors, you know that's no different from what the Church of the Deep is doing here. No, it is different. Because someone showered the city with the light. The light? The beam of light from the White Nights and Dark Days incident. How do you... Could it be Don Quixote? Becoming a Seaborn is to become part of a great world we call We Many. By doing so, one can be reborn as an altruistic life form, but the cost of ego, the sense of self. And that's always been my issue with it. Everyone has beliefs of their own, dreams of their own. It feels too empty to lose all that when they inevitably lose their sense of selves as become Seaborns. Look, I want each Seaborn to have their own wishes. But the light shining through a dimensional door to a world is also too faint to push them toward that evolution. If only the light of the city could become more tangible, it might just be able to give every Seaborn an identity of their own, to remain uniquely themselves. Then why is it that you advocate towards those of the city to join Seaborns? One could simply learn more of the light before returning here. At first, I thought all I need was a clue to the better evolution, but Don Quixote's Tales of Adventures changed my mind. Fine, adventure? You don't understand just how precarious you all are. And how would you, when you were born into that kind of world from the very start? A place where life has become a commodity and gold one of its few religions. The city has abandoned its yesterdays to survive today. By doing so, has given up on its tomorrows. I love that phrase. Just as I need the light, the city needs Seaborns. It needs a tenacious hold of life, and absolute, unconditional selflessness. But at the end of the day, it means that everyone has turned to monsters. People ostracize the other. Something that isn't like me, something that feels alien to me, something they don't know or understand. So that fear is natural, because Seaborns are not human. But you just have to cross that threshold once. Miss Mayers, do you believe the nature of humanity to be evil? Humans are selfish, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Good things can come from selfishness, that's for sure. But the side effects have simply become too unsustainable. Doctor, you've been in countless battlefields where Rhodes Islands fought both tooth and nail for the rights of the infected. What came of it? Peace? No, it's the same. Still, we're still getting better, little by little. I'm not trying to deride those small incremental steps and call them meaningless. Change takes time and should continue, and believe your efforts can become a beacon of light that will lead humanity toward a brighter future. What about everyone who has sacrificed while you're taking your time? What about everyone who sacrificed while you're taking your time, taking those incremental steps? Almost feels like the argument against moralism in Disco Elysium. Every single day that incremental change is marred by unjust deaths. Some are enslaved for no other reason than their differences. People love on that despair that seems to have no end. I agree with what the light told me. People are diseased. They're so sick that, even in the far-flung future, even on the day the world ends, they will continue to fail to look forward, assessing and scrutinizing each other in search of those differences. Even when every Ager returns to the sea, they're still going to bully and hate everyone with pointed ears, label them Agers. Even when oropathy is truly eradicated, people are still going to suspect and persecute someone as the infected. People are in for perfect beings. You're right. There probably isn't anyone out there who can really sacrifice themselves for the sake of others with nothing but pure, perfect selflessness. But not when it comes to Seaborns. They don't suffer from all this absurdity, nor are they coerced to sacrifice against their will. They have the power to progress toward a better future built from mutual understanding. I hear it like a bell toll, because they're a kind of life form that seeks common ground instead of scrutinizing for differences. The bells. A strange shaped form shimmers and materializes before Mayers. I couldn't quite tell what it was, but it was round. It looked like a tool. It is possible that she already met the conditions to Ephoris. A possible explanation would be the absence of the particular pool required to draw it out of her, or the insufficiency of it. This isn't anything like the arts. What is happening in front of Miss Mayers? Is our proximity to Dimensional Door increasing the potency of influences coming over from the city? Precisely. The connection to Faust returning to normal levels seems to indicate that. Wait, can people in other worlds, mayors, also manifest ego? Internal conflict and anguish is a commonality among every intelligent entity, regardless of whether they're from the city or not. Therefore, yes, Valis is quite positive on this possibility as well. However, what? What does that mean? The potential to effloresce an ego implies the potential to distort as well. You've been dreaming for a long time, Mayors, drawing your own picture of an idealized world. And you have chosen the ocean as the means to building a path toward that vision. Yet, why have you failed to take the leap of faith yourself? Had to make preparations. Seaborns are beautiful, there's no doubt about it. It's just a key piece was missing to really achieve what I want. You're not being honest with yourself. I know it very well that you were afraid of becoming one of them. The fear that your own creed might crumble, that you might lose your own sense of self, your ego. The fear that you might end up becoming nothing more than just another thing swept up by the ineffably overwhelming will. Isn't it terrifying that this hope could just disappear in a blink? Who is she talking to? Is this something Limbus Company has experience with? If so, I appreciate an explanation. She's hearing that voice. When that singular faith that one has absolute confidence in breaks in one fell swoop and their ironclad will is shattered, people of the city have the potential to distort into a monstrous form at any time. It is said that these phenomena are often accompanied by the distorted individual hearing a disembodied voice. Indeed, those who distort would often behave as though they were engaged in a conversation. Of course, the same could be said for those who awaken ego. At first, I thought it was Kathy, but it wasn't her. Voice was beautiful, comforting even, cozy. The kind of voice that puts all deep contemplation to sleep. So calm and so warm. Merceau, right, so at least according to, oh my god, how could I forget his name? Oswald, Cartman is associated with the sun, and Merceau doesn't like the sun. I can't wait to see what his canto is, and this coming next year. No, there's more to the sunshine than its warmth. The sunshine? You don't share your interests with our devotees. Survival isn't what you care about. What you really care is about giving everyone a chance to experience what it feels like to live in a world of warmth. Ethereal it may be. Right, we have to be more than just prolonging our existences. What really matters isn't survival. It's what we leave behind for posterity. Our legacy. As long as there's a guarantee that the light can indeed protect the sense of self, it'll be more than enough to convince people to become Seaborns. Please, you don't have to concern yourself with what other people might think, Mayors. But everyone has their own wishes. I can't just bulldoze over theirs to force mine upon them. But that's not what you really believe, is it? You know that better than anyone. I want to see how this looks on the script. Alright, so it's just blank. That's okay. While you hesitate, countless people who are bound to the inescapable bridle will continue to suffer. That might be true, but it's okay. You don't have to hide the shape of your heart. Its colors. The only thing you have to concern yourself with is how can you lead the people of the city and then Terra? Okay, we just can't sit there and let this happen. Operators to positions. Operators unable to approach. She's surrounded by a strange field, Doctor. Whenever someone would distort due to reasons other than Monolith, a strange pressure would prevent our approach, as though to stop us from interfering. Looks like that applies here too, all the way over another world. Love is our collective destination, after all. So please, let go of this tool that might break your heart. Don't force yourself to walk the path of the thorns. In pilgrimage need to be that of suffering. No, You don't believe in any recourse, do you? Other than this, anyway. Don't you think we should find a better, faster path with less suffering? Before more people inevitably hurt each other with their ill intent. You're right. If there is no recourse, it has to happen faster. I can't waste any more time while people suffer. Follow your wishes. Follow your desires. And paint. Let's show them the painting of your world reflected in your eyes. Before the compassion they believe in, becomes completely worthless. Mayors, the yearning flotsam. I understand the shape of your heart and what makes you want to enter the city, but we still know so little about the Seaborns, about Terra, about Iberia. Whatever may have lit the fire under your feet, I can't bring you with us to the city as you are now. Even before the sinners had the chance to translate my words, Mayor slowly turned in my direction, as though she clearly understood my words. But I must, Dante. Your adventures were full of exhilarating tales. I saw kindness in every word and action of you and your friends, but that's not enough. You don't think they'll change? No, they will. In the far, far future. An incandescent brilliance burst forth from before Mayors. Past that light, I saw the ocean. The calm sound gently lapping crashing waves. The immense golden brilliance. A portal. Where did it come from? Dungeon of the Fathoms. A gate that leads into one's heart. This periphery is where LCB department specialty begins. While what lies beyond this periphery does not necessarily warrant Rhodes Island's presence. Can you guys help? I don't know what kind of fathoms I'm walking into, but I have a feeling that we're going to need your assistance. Dr. Calcit. We're only here to investigate the dimensional door, but I don't want us to turn our backs on people we can help. Rhodes Island accepts Limbus Company's cooperation request. I'll go too. You're still in Iberia. Can't let Iberian business be handled solely by outsiders, let alone an incident connected to the Church of the Deep. Don't worry, it's not like this is the first time we're letting someone not in our group into a dungeon of the Fathoms. We'll be fine. More sea terrors. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that sea terrors that were swarming the lighthouse are coming to this way as well. I'll call Scotty here. You'll be staying behind then? Amiya will go with you, Doctor. Following Mayors, who had already disappeared into the portal, we take our steps into the utopian world beyond. Drink some water. Might as well. Explore dungeon bricks perform. Yeah. Yeah, we good.
입증을 알리는 음악.
News of the war is getting grimmer by the day. The sea terrors are coming, swarming. This is the day when oceanborn calamity broke and sunk Ager's seemingly infinite starward growth. Aren't you going to surface, Mayors? More people have been anxious to get to stay in Ager. Anxious to stay in Ager. I'm not. If Ager falls, it only means the surface is soon to follow. Why? Think you could head to the surface too? I'm thinking about it. While there weren't that many, people around me began to leave for the surface. I considered some of them to be close acquaintances. They all tried to convince me to leave with them. But fleeing my home in favor of the land didn't feel right. The foretold calamity descended. It dealt a heavy blow to Ager, but the surface suffered much worse. Had to help them. How could I not, after hearing such a terrible thing has happened? I think I'll head to the surface. Seriously, the surface? Think about Harbab before you go. If you leave now, coming back might no longer be an option. Every day must be a struggle for them. At least I don't have to fear for the immediate tomorrow. So it's my responsibility to provide help, as someone who is better off than them, even by little. I know, but if I don't go there to help, things will only get much more dangerous for land dwellers. Maybe that danger is the very thing that will hurt you. I still think I have to help them. I procured myself an Aegarian research vessel at a cheap price to bring me to the land. Unable to even submerge itself while moving, this wasn't exactly the best ship out there, and normally wouldn't have given it a second look. But I thought it would at least help me navigate the coastal sea. I didn't expect this. The very first thing I witnessed on the surface was a bottomless hostility against the Aegir. They denied my and Aegir's offer for help for the sole reason that I came from the sea. They denied my compassion, my research. Get lost! We don't need your stupid research. You're from the same place as that Calamity, aren't you? Do you really think we're so stupid that we trust you? They confiscated my catalyst and tore my research apart. My wish to stand with them against the Calamity was devoured by the hatred born of the same Calamity. Any kindness, any compassion I gave them was repaid twofold in hatred and suspicion. Did the terrible conditions of this land transform them into monsters? Or was this always their nature? It wasn't long before a research vessel I brought from Aegir was confiscated out of suspicion. A few weeks later, when I finally came across that vessel by the beach, there was an uncanny name inscribed on side, Rebellion de las Masas. But none of that was enough to stop me from continuing my research for the sake of the land dwellers. I went through so many trials and errors to somehow impede the Sea Terror's rapid evolution, to revive the Iberian soil contaminated by the Nether Sea brand. But my work bore barely any fruit, and I've let the days slip by as I watched the Inquisition arrest the Aegir one by one. When my Sea Terror samples research notes came into view, they all look completely different from one another. Some of them fundamentally different, say physiologies. Even still, nothing stopped them from being us instead of I. And for the first time, I became doubtful of my efforts to interrupt their evolution. Her tales were not entirely fabrications. Maris is a bishop of the Cathedral of the Deep, so it automatically makes her a sinner in the eyes of the Inquisition, regardless of her reasons. The more I studied them, the more I found them to be such compassionate, altruistic creatures. All they care about was their survival, without even hidden selfishness. They're not some evil monsters from the sea. Mayors, I can see the Seaborns may not be evil, but it does not matter what they are, whether they're kindly life forms or whether they're simply a different form of civilization. It doesn't matter. Because Iberia in her Inquisition does not define Seaborns as evil. Seaborns are our enemy. Threats to human existence. I have but one thing to say as an Inquisitor. All of you, are my enemy. But it'd be a good thing for the Inquisition if I were to leave for the city, wouldn't it? Why would you say that's a good thing for us to toss our problems into another world? That'd be like abandoning our pride. Unless the people of the city, gave you permission as an Inquisitor, I can't let you do that. Yeah, and don't get your hopes up about that either. You can wrap in a box that says compassion for you all you want, but Mayors, your course isn't exactly the direction I like to sail in. As the rest of the sinners prepare for battle in silent agreement with Ishmael Stand, Mayors mutters with genuine disappointment. I didn't want to have to do this. Waves. I had no better word to describe the horde of sea terrors crashing into us. But this is the only way it could have ended. Your words, composed entirely of your own color, and no one else's. Manager Dante, right? Do speak. We will hold the line and defend this place against the sea terrorists rushing in from the rear. So in the meantime, can you take out Maris and deal with the remaining sea terrors? Absolutely. The manager has responded affirmatively. All operators will be drawing the sea terrorists to us. We don't need to take them all down. We just need to access the wall between the Wave and the people of the Limbus Company. Irene, I'd like to ask for your help as well. As for Mia, please assist Limbus Company, just in case. Okay, then, let the mission begin. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, let's go. I went down a path leading to the past. So from the tree's hand, regretter's friend, the forbidden fruit Bite up the skin, chewing on its tender flesh. Quaff down its lukewarm pus, becoming the me who you despise. Let's
총은
follow
수지
the
타선에
time,
맞게
let us
한 발에 한
rewind.
놈씩.
敵が来ます。皆さん、
이상이요.
戦闘の準備を。
행색이 이상하나 그럼에도 이상이요. 내가 맞서
시간 끌 것 없이
아시의 이상을
모두를
함께
치워버.
호위 이상이요.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。
그러지
이러면 쏠 수 있죠?
시야 확보. 쏜다.
ドクターのように優れた指揮ですね。
헤어내기.
이제 깨우치시게.
効果的な攻撃でした。
끝내고.
아직 죽지 않았다.
チタン風の側転、とても効果的でした。囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
헤어내기.
가시적.
敵は深手を負っています。
일기당천.
And bye-bye.
깨우치시게. Mission accomplished.
We come across a cavern full of sunken ship remnants and golden treasures that wash up inside. There are all kinds of unfamiliar sculptures and twinkling golden coins. There's a whole pile of treasures here. Here the records say that this used to be a ship that sailed across all Terra. Must be a ship built for conquest, built during the old golden age of Iberia. Look here, it says golden chalice made in Sargon. Combine a motto of tall, proud sails, unparalleled technology, and a certain key to greed, and get this. This kind of glory we could barely hope to retrieve now. These items would be extremely valuable outside, but none of them seem very helpful for our situation at hand. Continue to look just in case? Yeah. Picked out a golden compass from inside a weather bag. The inscription of the compass indicates that it's an artifact created during an era of grand expeditions. How is the artifact still so intact? The place is only a bridge, made of items pulled from a group of unconsciousness that are most appropriate for the Fathoms. It may truly exist, but it may not be reality. Irene stares at the compass for a moment, tempted, before turning around, having accepted the fact that it probably isn't a real artifact.
심심풀이는 되는군.
Oh, that's useful. Also, why do we have this close-up now?
에고 침식도 양호. 아마도.
행색이 이상하나 그럼에도 이상이여. 내가 맞서. 내가 아시의 이상을 함께 줬던 호위 이상이여.
Goldforge Compass actually seems pretty good.
헤어내리.
그 삶에 마침표를
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。
숨통 끊기.
効果的な攻撃でした。
무상한 목숨. 불끈의 지원일 뿐.
좋아, 탄하구만.
敵は深手を負っています。
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하리. 가치 없군. 이제 깨우치시길.
I'm liking Goldforge Compass.
바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라.
거스르긴.
敵は深手を負っています。
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하리. 이제 깨우치시길. 가치 없군. 죽어.
좋아, 탄하구만.
이러면 쏠 수 있죠?
시야 확보. 쏜다.
敵は深手を負っています。
Alright, how much does he have? 4 bullets.
사격 개시. 좋아, 탄하구만.
불쌍하게 울부짖는군. 불필요한 관심은
この勢い
사용하죠.
に乗って
저는 조용한 게 좋아서요.
일기당천.
한 점만 노린다. 깔끔한 헤드샷.
ダンテ
머리통이
さんの作
적살났다.
戦とても効果的でした。
깨우치시길. 끝내지.
사람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아.
그대는 좋았어요.
입장을 알리는 음악 소리가 들리는군.
Just getting some water.
囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
행색이 이상하나 그럼에도 이상이여. 내가 맞서. 내가 아시의 이상을 함께 줬던 호위 이상이여. 일기당천. 마음 놓고 열어져
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。
불쌍하게 울부짖는군. 숨통 끊기.
効果的な攻撃でした。
그 삶에
마침표를!
適した攻撃でなくとも最善の選択だったはずです。
히스크리가 지금
시야 확보. 쏜다.
좋아, 순탄하구만.
敵は深手を負っています。
일기당천.
깨우치시게. 그대는 좋았어요.
このままいけば敵を食い止められます。
I need to check something real quick. I want to sell. I think Gregor should have. Oh, Cal should have. Oh no, Gregor should have the last one. It's up to 120.
헤어내리.
깨우치시게.
ダンテさんの側転とても効果的でした。
마음 놓고 열어젖히고
このままいけば敵を食い止められます。
헤어내리.
떨어져 치고
무상한 목숨. 불끈을 지원했군.
エリートオペレーター並みの腕前です。
Alright, he feels should be ready for his big bullet then.
일기당천.
Ah, shit, did I just have a clash with like a weak enemy?
끝내지.
That's what gets not checked.
물 넘고 거꾸로 제쳐라.
아직 죽지 마.
Well, that's still good.
한 점만 노린다. 먼저 빠진다.
エリートオペレーター並みの腕前です。
Six left.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 치워버리죠.
Yeah! Do the chicken dance. That was stupid. Why did I say that?
このまま行けば敵を食い止められます。
타겟 포착 1시 방향. 마음 놓고 떨어져 치고
가치 없고 죽어. 이제 깨우치시게.
오페레ーター並みの腕前です。
흑순 뒷박질 춤. 끝내지.
어디로?
Mission accomplished.
Through ocean wind blowing between white buildings, someone stands with lamplight and looks around, the bloom illuminating the pile of sea monster corpses. Given clear similarities between his and Iry's outfit, he must be an Inquisitor too. Where are civilians do not hear on the front lines? Inquisitor leader evacuation. Hi, Inquisitor must lead you out of here. You seem quite new, Inquisitor. Do keep up the good work. Before you go, will you please take this lamp to the Inquisition? Please tell him that there was an Inquisitor who walked through amidst his trials and eventually made his country his fate. The lamp is bright and warm. This must be what the Inquisitor Superior refined to find the ocean keep lit. Take the small but weighty lamp and continue.
계획을 세워두면 이런 것도 어렵지 않답니다.
Interesting. At the center of what appears to be an arc symbolizing the city. At the center of brilliant growing light must be the mayor's. Let's take a quick break here. Right, Doctor? Let's need a quick breather. You should probably work on cardio. Miss Mia might have to piggyback you around. Yeah, well, once you get back, I'll start working out like Kalsich suggested. Executive Manager, if it comes to it, you may trust me with the piggybacking. I'm good. Perhaps being close to proximity Mayor's vision in Utopia Center Light did something. Seaport's nerves only give a passing glance without attacking us. Something about the way they looked at us felt like they were concerned about us. The sisters could help but look away with a funny feeling. Feel sorrow, regret. Maybe these feelings are denials for all those times she spent agonizing over this. Can you really bring back Miss Mayers? We'll help her return. That's what we're here to do, after all. Now let's up here. Moving on.
뱃대에서 내려 전장으로.
Mayor's despair, the repulsiveness of people's ill intent, and a faint hope from the light found within. All kinds of emotions and memories rise to the surface of Mia's fathoms and sink again. Those same thoughts seep into me as well, unfiltered. The sense that people are committed won't just go away. Humanity's ill intent will propagate unimpeded too. But the tides that Miss Mears turned to summon to douse it will devour their humanity, the civilization, and city they came from. So I don't think it's the right way to go. Not as long as Dante and the people of Liberus Company refuse. This isn't like the time I retreat the ego. In the place of light, the speck of darkness casts a shadow. John Darkness, strange power courses through me. Strange power courses through me before radiating towards the sinners.
囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
행색이 이상하나 그럼에도 이상이여. 내가 맞서. 내가 아시의 이상을 함께 줬던 호위 이상이여.
Not to damage target after attack deal 100 missile. Interesting.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 지워버리죠.
Right. Soon we'll use certain skills. Anti-skills affect this consume. I like the music. That's like far, like
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。ドクターのように優れた式ですね。
숨통 끊기.
効果的な攻撃でした。
사선이 비었어요.
시야 확보.
쏜다.
敵は深手を負っています。
일기당천.
가치 없고 죽어. 불쌍하게 울부짖는군.
ダンテさんの作戦とても効果的でした。
그 삶에 마침표를.
무상은 목숨. 불끈히 지원했군.
敵は深手を負っています。
일기당천.
Come on, I need to use this big bullet.
가치 없고 죽어.
물 넘고 꺾고 제쳐라.
このまま行けば敵を食い止められます。
Ah, ego responsibility. Ah.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 지워버리죠. 항상 지켜보고 있었지.
Alright, so the more of them we kill, the more she takes
Goodness.
damage.
마음 놓고 여러 젖히고 바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라.
한 점만 노린다. 먼저 빠진다.
このまま行けば敵を食い止められます。
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
이제 깨치시게.
Right, she has to spend the abyssal stuff to spawn units.
그 삶의 마침표를 마무리를. 옆에 비켜.
敵敵は深手を負っています。
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
Damn it. Really? Really? God damn it. Fuck.
敵が優勢です。状況を今一度把握し
You
直さ
gotta
な
be
ければ。
fucking kidding me.
「 정확하게 이 전투는 승리할 거야. 차라리 아무것도 남지 마라. 진짜 즐거운 시간이었는데.
囚人が死亡。どうすれば。
만만치 않겠군. 본인이 하지.
이 스며들 듯한 비 우산이 새진 않나 못겠소.
사랑으로.
어디로?
다음 목표로
종원, 조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로. 바로 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
適した攻撃でなくても最善の選択だったはずです。敵は深手を負っています。
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어.
The more of these guys we kill, the better.
지키기 위해서 너도 누군가에게 맡겨졌겠지만.
Right? Oh, I just realized she kind of looks like the Gloomka Ketchula. You've aged a lot since last time we met, Fabi. Is this a characteristic of your sub-race? You haven't aged a day. So, what brings you to the Church of the Deep? Seaborn indispensable in our preparation for the impending doom. Nothing. I mean, nothing else can ensure the survival of humanity. Thus, it would only be right for me to join hands with those who are able and willing to become Seaborns. Search for a way to prolong our existences. You're looking to use knowledge of the wise and talented as nourishment for Seaborns. That won't do anything more than prolong our existences. But is survival alone not enough? I thought Bishop of the Church would share a majority of that belief with me. Fabi, he and I have both put our faith in Seaborns, but the word faith might mean something different for you than it does for me. Seaborns shouldn't be our object of worship. We have to stand on equal ground as them, and set our eyes on their natures. Please step aside. Desperation, sadness, sympathy. Mayor's emotions gush upward, carried by bubbles. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Not bubbles. Terra, land which hatred for indifference entrenched itself. The city, place of people crushed by trials of life, has surrendered to its absurdities. We both need Seaborns, perfected beneath the light. Yes, but your wish, Miss Mayors. Faustin does not believe them to be necessary elements for the city. Even in the city, there are people who are searching for reasons to live on, dreaming of a better world. We all know it can't possibly be easy to change, but that can set that worth, value, in that process alone, and lives that we lead within the city. What worth could there be in life of the unkind? The kind of life humanity is due to exist in, where all we ever do is hurt and hate one another. Listen, efficient order, natural altruism. They're both virtues humanity should never lose sight of. But there's no such thing as absolutes when it comes to the value of life. Survival is the right of all civilization, which means that it should never be up to others to define the worth of life, to argue for it. But what if there's no other way? Can you even understand what I'm saying? Some time had passed since I made Faro Muerto my home. Unlike my prediction, the Seaborn's evolution seemed to have lost its explosive progress, and Fabi seemed to be content just observing the slow development. Maybe it's because they're directionless without a specific wish. Even still, Seaborns were key to changing Terra, the land. To stand against the incoming calamity, we need their survivability and adaptability. And the humanity that has turned exhaustion into ill intent needed the Seaborn's blind, selfless altruism toward their own. So while I never stopped my studies, something small but sharp continued to stab at my frustrated heart, stultified and unable to be resolved. If we were to lose even our sense of selves and creed, assimilated into stagnated great will, for sake of survival, civilization had to be no more. For sake of us, I had to be no more. The realization of that paradox made the first crack in my confidence that Seaborns were the answer to the problem of Iberia, the land and humanity faced, and through the cracks the seeds of doubt were sown. But I had already come too far to find a path more beautiful than the Seaborns. No more wasting time with these stupid ruminations. There has to be a way. Some kind of condition Seaborns need to fulfill to retain their sense of selves, to retain their individual hopes and wishes. I stood adrift atop the inundation of years I dedicated to this purpose, holding on to this precious hope and steeling my shaking heart. And that was the easy part. There were no better solutions. Don't look away from the answer that lies right in front of me. All I need to do is find a way for Seaborns to hope and wish, to have them each carry a sense of self. I just had to repeat that to myself like a mantra, again and again. But my drifting days came to an end when I found a new path, illuminated by a strange light from across the sea. On that day, yes, the day when the faint blue light shone, a whisper visited me. Huh? Who's there? Whose voice is... What? The answer, sought through eons by people I didn't recognize, played over and over in my ears. The voice that spoke to me was muffled, but warm and beautiful. The light of the city? The hearts that were lost, emotions that were forgotten, the sense of self that... No, it's enough of that. I'd like to hear more about the light. The light that sprouted from the 10 virtues. The light that sprouted from the 10 virtues. So, in addition to the 7 sins, someone looked into code and there's like madness and angst. And assuming that there's greed, that makes 10 sins, which make 10 opposite virtues. The image those words drew in my mind was clearer and more beautiful than ever. Terra, the city. They both failed to find a way out this bridle. If they're going to be satisfied with living on as they are, then you can't change what you see by standing still. If you want to bring about a better world, then even if you may be lost in the ideals, you have to keep walking. Survival, worth of life. As I've never been too certain about either of those complicated ideas, I had no inflicting creed with which to convince her. That's not to say the city has no need of the altruistic nature Myers wants to bring there. That's not to say that I have a better answer than a combination of Seaborns and the light. Even still, the emotions, the regrets, the conversations I found and collected over his journey alongside sinners became my answer and take on. Honestly, I don't really know the city all that well either. My memory only goes back a year. And for practically my entire existence, I've been surrounded by the sinners in our adventure. Still, we want to keep trying. You're right, the city is an absurd, vicious place. Something new and horrible surprises me every other day, but... Mayors, the light you spoke of, I don't think this one protects the ego, the sense of self. To protect it, you have to first unflinchingly look both ways. The path that lies ahead, the one that you walked. They confront them both. I went down a path, leading to the past. That can't be right. The light, it has to... You're just working based on what you heard about the city of light. Ain't that right? How can you be so confident that light will be able to protect the Seaborn sense of selves? Ain't that just what you want to believe? Heathcliff would know. I think it's a distinct possibility. Even if the light can do what I hope it does, Mayors, it won't change anything. Turning our nature's kind by transforming us to Seaborn, and convenient like that isn't our path. Because the sense of self-protected like that, the kind of nature attained like that, won't be our own. It'll be yours, Mayors. Protecting your own sense of self while being compassionate and kind. It's a path of unbearable suffering. We might fail some days, and despite our best efforts, some days we'll be forced to confront the sins of our past and suffer. Verily, not one of us may seem the combination of that path, yet I can hardly find it within myself to simply leave it all in thy hands without so much as trying. You're saying that Seaborns can't be the answers I've always sought. It doesn't make much sense if you think about it, Mayors. Those sea monsters don't even know what self means. That's why they show no hesitation before sacrifice. If you're introduced a sense of self to all sea monsters, that selflessness you want will be no more. She's a seaborn state distortion who is not seaborn, and endlessly anguished contemplating distortion. If Mare's wish is to achieve the altruistic world, then their desire has to be that she doesn't want her efforts to become meaningless. Seaborns may be the perfect atmosphere for some people. Here we see example. Fabius. This could mean that was precisely his wish. But that doesn't seem to align with yours. But I do answer, Miss Mayers. You're telling me I have to go back watering for so much time again? In search of that new answer? Won't be alone that path. Walk together, rely on one another, and it won't be as long. Try to carry such a heavy burden all by yourself, Miss Mayers. It's such a prideful thing to do.
カンテさん、なんだかただならぬ気配を感じます。 Issue doesn't shield turn in. Might as well. Let's do it.
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
넘고 무수 넘고 얼마든지 꺾고 제쳐라. 내 앞을 달리시오. 아시라, 능히 그리할 수 있어.
불끈히 지원할 뿐.
정의보다도 푸른 자요, 사랑보다 붉은 자요. 운명 속에 파묻힌 그대 이름을 걸고 여기서 빛의 맹세한다. 우리 앞을 막는 증오스러운 존재들에게 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 사랑의 힘을 보여줄 것을! 아르카나 슬레이어!
흐릿한 등화, 곱게 접은 종이에
To be
번졌으니
honest, I'm just assuming that
구의 하늘,
this is usual.
빈 벼루에 남았구나.
한눈 팔지 마세요. 내 말은 당신에게 파도는 반드시 밀려올 테니.
We just gotta break her shield, it looks like.
자, 테디, 나를
said
따라해
done.
보는 거야. 짜잔!
나무와 함께
베어 넘겨드리죠.
Tides carry away the windows of Mayor's Pass, soon devouring them beyond vision. It's almost as Mayor's in Dungeon Fathoms, though the ocean itself is fused into one. The majority of distortions encountered by the bus team have assumed a form generally recognized as an organic entity. However, there's nothing preventing distortion's form from breaking that boundary and taking a different shape, as may vary by the individual's desires. If a distortion is allowed to exacerbate and deter, it may eventually corrode this very space in which we stand. As we're taking time to catch our breaths, a few small machines tumble to the ground, shot from one of the trembling fathoms. That's one of those mysterious machines in Mayor's homes we saw when peered into her memories. The machines continued to word loudly as though the waves broke them. We saw their various apparatuses attached to sockets on their sides. Expensive they appear, yet how numerous they are. Well, you know, maybe she's similar to one of those fiction fellows who always hell-bent on picking up every new cutting-edge workshop tech. Huh, so it's a little handy down here. There's oddly similar structure to the Hand of the Saint the Inquisitor bought. Then shall this fantastically wonderful machine be assistance to our battles? Rhodes Island already seems to have their hands full of holding the line against the sea, tide of sea terrors. Try to take out one and leave the rest to help them out. At a quick discussion with Sinners, we decided to take just one of the machines. Incremental motion firmware detected. Activating blockade command. It doesn't sound work, sir. Sounds helpful.
겹겹의 중문 뚫어보이겠어.
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리.
혈염도 바로.
Got chick block all over you. Oh, I love the action there. It's going a little crazy there. Probably have her retreat.
흐릿한 등화 곱게 적은 종이에 번졌으니 식구의 하늘 용이 되어 빈 벼로에 남았구나.
Let's set back there.
敵が来ます。皆さん、戦闘の準備を。
정확하게.
Yeah, best have her retreat.
이 스며들 듯한 비 우산이 새지는 않겠소.
Damn it.
カンパニーの皆さんとご一緒できて本当に嬉しいです。
Oh, no, not that. Damn it.
정확하게 바로 해주시죠.
Shit.
그것이
Wait, she gained her shield?
때까지
She got some of her shield back.
장에
Damn it.
남고 싶은데.
I feel like this shouldn't be too hard.
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
Right?
ダンテさんには囚人を蘇生できる能力がありましたよね。
Shit.
날카롭고
I gotta let Gregor build up. You gotta watch that Frasier comment video. I use his email there.
차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
Damn, he's got corrode.
무상한 목숨. 불끈을 지원했던 정의 이름으로.
눈부시지 않다고 두려워하지 마.
Shit. Seems put down is hopeless.
만만치 않겠군. 우리 가지.
Fuck.
숨결 하나에 푸르른 창공 허물어지니 하나된 장양이 만종을 울릴지어다.
종원, 조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로 파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
Damn it.
敵が来ます。皆さん、戦闘の準備を。
See what Gregor's doing. Right? Someone has to take a one-sided attack.
일기당천.
How should he gain shield?
넘고 선 넘고 무수히 넘고 얼마든지 뻗고 제쳐라. 내 앞을 달리시오. 아시라, 는 그리할 수 있어.
불끝 지원해. 총원, 조명이 정멸하는 저곳.
I feel like I should not be having this much trouble with the fight,
모든
but
것을
here I
쳐부술
am.
거다.
Shit.
정보다도 풍자여, 운명 속에 파묻힌 그대, 여기서 빛은 우리 앞을 막는 증오스러 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 아르카나 슬레이어!
Well, I guess it's good that
자, 테디, 나를 따라해 보는 거야. 짜잔!
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
shit. Really? Oh, Gregor's gonna use that thing too. Are you kidding me?
囚人が退却できませんでした。
보이겠소.
オニュの探偵さんには囚人を蘇生できる能力がありましたよね。
Damn it.
일기당천. 이 스며들 듯한 비.
I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Roja.
우산이 새진 않았겠소.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
Damn it! I should have someone go last. I should have someone go last. Damn it! Wait, did that seriously end the turn? You can't be serious. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get out of here. Come on. Max 40, might as well. Sody pop. Of course it gains. Of course it gains more fucking. God damn it. I should not be having this much trouble, and yet I am.
타겟 포착 1시간. 복을 구하고 싶다면 정성을 들여 빌어보시오.
I really don't want to repeat this much, but I think I'm gonna have to. God damn it.
나쁜 건 저였나보군요.
She has too many fucking unbreakables.
날 깨우지 마. 너
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
There's no way this is gonna finish everything off.
이 검은, 이 명예는, 이 영광은 이빨이지 않을 테니.
Would've been nice if they all hit heads, but whatever. A2. Let's do one-sided attacks. She is supposed to stagger after you do all of them. There we go.
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
Let me get a counterattack.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
Oh, come on. This again.
넘고 무수히 넘고 얼마든지 걷고 제쳐라.
사라져라!
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
무슨 일 있었던 겐가?
보이겠어.
Christ.
일기당천. 제철.
Am I about to lose at the last second here? I really don't want to.
복을 구하고 싶다면 정성을 들여 빌어보시오.
너를 잊어도 반드시 되찾을 거다.
Yeah, just keep holding me, whatever. Oh look, I think she's even healed a little. God fucking damn it. How am I so fucking bad? Might as well.
언제까지 버티나 보자고. 지식을 마주하고 겸용하라.
She is still so fragile, so it means we can build it up.
이 검은, 이 명예는, 이 영광은 이빨에지 않은.
일기당천. 복을 구하고 싶다면 정성을 들여 빌어보시오. 이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
너를 잊어도 반드시 되찾을 거다.
사랑으로 정의 이름으로 이름. 敵が来ます。皆さん、戦闘の準備を。 만만찮겠군. 본인이 하지.
Damn it.
사랑으로 정의 이름으로 이름.
Yeah, we're fucked. God damn it. Is it even supposed to be this hard? I don't think so. Fuck.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
Really? It's flashing first. And of course, continues to grow.
どんなに辛い任務でも皆さんにはダンテさんがいらっしゃるのできっとやり遂げられます。
Why am I so... I'm sorry. I guess I gotta try again. Jesus Christ. I almost had her, but then it's like, oh, too bad. You weren't enough to... I'll put him in the back for sure.
뒷박질 시간.
행색이 이상하나.
정확하게.
내가
So
다시
first half, just focus on the Seaborn.
후위 이상이요.
아르카나 빛!インバスカンパニーの皆さんとご一緒できて本当に嬉しいです。
불가 위약. 막아내지 못하리.
More of these guys to take out. The earlier take out these guys, the better.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。
나도 누군가에겐 아껴졌겠지만
좋아. 하나구만.
Right, I forgot. That's
このままいけば
downside of
敵を
everything.
食い止められます。
정확하게.
I'll be right back, guys, actually. back.
イサンさんの思いが伝わってきます。これはミントコーヒーへの深い愛情。만만찮겠군. 본인이 하지.
그 삶에 마침표를.
Yeah, better block some of that off.
이러면 쏠 수 있죠?
시야 확보. 쏜다.
오페레ーター並みの腕前です。만만찮겠군. 본인이
Gotta
하지.
do our best to get all these guys as best as possible, especially that big one.
넘고 무수히 넘고 얼마든지 쏟고 제쳐라.
これがリンダスカンパニーの戦闘。
내 앞을
私
다니시오.
もまた一つ学ばせていただき
는
ました。
그리할 수 있어.
効果的な攻撃でした。
무상은 없어. 지원했군.
ドクターのように優れた式ですね。
이 전투는 승리할 거야.
敵は
겹겹의 줄
壁を覆っています。
뚫어보이겠어.
Might as well. No, not yet. Guys are gonna give one side attack. Fine.
사격 개시.
이 스며들 듯한 비 우산이 새지는 못겠소.
무상은 없어. 불끈을 지원했군. 너도 누군가에겐 아껴졌겠지.
Got enough for I'll use my big bullet now. Pretty soon.
일기당천.
What? Oh, he was at 18. Sounded right.
사랑으로가 악은 이렇게 정하니 없네.
한 점만 노린다.
시도는 좋았어요.
Not good.
敵は深手を負っています。
Really? Heathcliff can't even retreat. God damn it.
만만치 않겠군. 본인이 하지.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요. 시도는 좋았어요.
We're down. We can go down here 50%.
히어! 아르카나 세이버!
There we go. Alright, might be in fair position before. Right. What? Heathcliff, you're supposed to be retreating. What the fuck? Seriously, Heathcliff, you're supposed to be retreating. Why are you still here?
일기당천.
간다.
여긴 맡겨주세요.
자, 테디, 나를 따라해보는 거야. 짜잔!
흐릿한 등화, 곱게 접은 종이에 번져보니 식구의 한 용이 되어 빈 벼루에 남았구나.
우산이 새진 않나 없겠소.
먼저 빠진다.
Let's do that.
エンバスカンパニーの皆さんとご一緒できて
Oh, two
本当に
retreated.
嬉しいです。
At least there's two I don't have to worry about anymore. Come on. Let's get everyone's
날개를
SP up.
펼치고 발톱을 걸어.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
What happens when there's 30 again? I gotta start looking that up.
차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
Was that person there?
부탁하자.
좋아. 어디
Become staggered, take.
嬉しいです。
Alright. Okay. Make sure to have everyone else go
타겟
first.
포착 1시 반.
What? I was promised dominating. Fucking A. This is where everything starts going against me. Fucking Christ.
囚人に致命傷を確認。至急対
You
処をお
can't
願
be
いします。
serious.
囚人が退却できませんでした。あ、ダンテさんには囚人を蘇生できる能力がありましたよね。
흑수묘 뒷박질 주문.
Look at all that stuff she recovered. Because that stupid. She recovered all that because of that bad roll, didn't she? Oh, fuck. I don't want to do this battle. I know this is hard, but goddamn. What the fuck? What the fuck, Sinclair?
지켜보고 있었지. 잠깐만 기다려라. 한눈 팔지 마세요. 메마른 당신에게 파도는 반드시 밀려올 테니.
돈이 될 때까지 이 천장을
God damn it.
이 스며들 듯한 비 우산의 새 진을 넘었겠소. 적질났나?
敵が優勢です。状況を今一度把握し直さなければ。
What? Hold on. Hold on. Most power and deals damage to allies. What? Come on. It was because of one stupid rule, wasn't it? If I take this off, well, we get some one-sided attack. She could probably survive.
정확하면 승리할 거야.
Probably. Well, I am about to heal her.
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
자, 차디, 나를 따라해보는 거야. 짜잔!
종원, 조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로. 파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
Well, she did survive.
皆さん、戦闘の準備を。
What? Really? Come on. Not even something?
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하리.
Please don't let me be a bad roll this time.
숨통 끊기.
Watch. One time I get her stunned, like, everyone else is gonna be staggered.
얼마든지 꺾고 제쳐라. 내 앞을 달리시오. 아시라, 능히 그리할 수 있어.
불끈을 지원할 뿐.
We got this.
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
Of course she's enough to stagger someone. God fucking damn it.
エンダ
겹겹의
ースカン
중
パニーの皆さん、
Two of them.
Ooh,
Ooh,
yes.
nice.
本当に嬉しいです。
Ain't all fucking salty. What? No. I wonder what the one I wanted. God damn it.
일기당천.
I won't waste. I'm tired of using ego just to.
비스무릴 듯한 비. 우산이 새진 않는 없겠소.
흩뿌려져 추악한 모든 시선 이끌지. 총원, 조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로. 파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
Oops. God fucking damn it. Is there anything to get rid of these skills? Have the amount of nervous.
이 또한 지식이되도록.
Do all this just. I have to do all these ones just to. Oh my god! Of course, it's worse when it doesn't work.
이 스며들 듯한 비. 우산이 새진 않는 없겠소.
I'm so missing something with this fight. There's no way it was meant to be this hard.
항상
I think you guys can hear me crack my neck. There goes another one.
차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
그 삶의 마침표를 마무리를 옆에 비켜.
Oh wow. No, some of them are staggered. God damn it.
넌 반드시 부서진다.
Oh, that's gonna cost me. I just know that's gonna cost me. Not having everyone available.
정확하게.
And we gotta do this all over again. Now we gotta do everything all over again.
정확하게.
She's gonna be staggered. Fuck.
무상은 없음. 불끈한 지원일 뿐.
Oh my god. Wait, not even all of them did it? Why not? Why should you go ahead and launch? Yeah, Ishmael's definitely staggered. Not just her. Oh. Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
일기당천.
No! Now she's stuck. I just want to get.
흐릿한 동화, 곱게 접은 종이에 번졌으니 식구의 하늘, 용되어 빈 벼로에 남아.
Remember, I still got Gregor in the hole.
술술해.
이 스며들 듯한 비, 우산이 새진 않으면 없겠소.
That almost worked.
皆さんしっかりしてください。
Nope. Wait, hold on. 25%? No.
흑수묘 뒷박질 중. 숨통 끊기.
이 스며들 듯한 비, 우산이 새진 않으면 없겠소.
Fuck. Fuck.
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
No, no. Don't go for that one. Ricks. Try to play me there.
날카롭고 정확한 바로
You try to play me there.
총원 조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로 파도가 모든 것을
Maybe
잡으실
that's
거다.
why they didn't all attack. Oh my god, I think that's why they all didn't attack last time. Because the power, because of damage rate. And she gains more power.
흑수묘 뒷박질 중. 차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
스며들 듯한 비.
I'm glad I saved this for today, because this battle is a pain in the ass.
모르겠어.
And yes, I know for a fact that I'm fucking something up.
자, 변신 완료. 만선이에요.
Yeah, 429.
これが
It's like,
リンバス
really is
カン
like
パ
they're,
ニーのやり方なんですね。
it really is like they're just taking turns getting staggered. No. Damn it.
시간 끌 것 없이 모두를
I
지워버리죠.
just have to let Faust go. Yeah, but you did take that like a champ.
날 깨우지 마. 이대로 잠들래. 종원, 조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로. 파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
273.
무슨
Fuck.
술수래.
순서에 따라 대상을 제거합니다.
囚人が退却できませんでした。あ、ダンテさんには囚人を蘇生できる能力がありましたよね。
Let's hope for the best. Hope for some good rolls.
바로 해주시죠. 네, 그걸로.
Fuck. Come on, Isan. Yes!
넘고 무수히 넘고
Yes.
얼마든지 높고 제쳐라.
Oh my god, yes.
그 삶의 마침표를.
Oh my god. I feel ashamed that that was hard. It's true that people scrutinize others for differences, to find something they can hate. But it's also true that it's often those very differences that people look up to. Admiration usually goes hand in hand with overestimation. Yes, Miss Maris admired these two unknowns, Seaborns and Light. She thought they would be the solution to everything. Mayors, do you still want to go to the city? No. I'll remain here in Terra. I'll borrow my studies, and I'll talk more. To find a new path toward, realize my wish. As for what will happen now, Miss Mayers, I'm going to need to have a long talk with the Inquisition, but we'll help too. Help you in your search for that path if we can. Great arc built from a city crumbles. Light fades and gives way to shadows. We found ourselves back aboard the vessel Massas. Battle complete. Vessel Massas is slowing down. How's Miss Mayers? Here, unconscious. The mental strain seems to have taken its toll. It all happened inside the Dungeon of the Fathoms, but it can't have been easy for our mind to send so many ways after us. What will happen to Miss Mayers now? First, wait for the Inquisition's ruling, then bring her to Rhodes Island. Her efforts were misguided, but she also had Terra's best interests at heart. Together, I'm sure we can discuss a better way forward. Well, she's sentenced to death. Then we'll need to offer a different proposal. We consider it when we get to it, Doctor. It's finally over. All we have left to do is go back. as we're preparing to leave with our hearts much lighter than they were earlier. Hold on, everyone. Something's rapidly approaching us. A low, thundering roar vibrates the air as a strange shadow looms over the ship. Where'd this shade come from? Wait, is that? Almost as if driven by instinct, Ishmael takes the radio from Gregor and runs into the control room. Something must have clicked in Oza's head, as she also turned and ran after Ishmael. And those two are running to the bridge. Brace! Grab onto something! Oh, bollocks, look it up right before the finish line. Doctor, Dante's advised that we grab onto something. I see. They're preparing to turn the ship around. Everyone, brace for impact. Stay alert. Something's coming. The ship leaned heavily as it hurriedly turned portside. I caught a glimpse of a massive shadow gliding just beneath the water's surface, right where the ship was a second ago. It's a Seaborn, about the size of a... no, slightly larger than the vessel Massas. Amia's communicator buzzes with Ishmael's voice. The currents are going wild. Wait, no, something's causing these currents to go wild. We'll try our best to maintain evasive maneuvers for as long as possible, but we can't do this forever. If the situation doesn't improve, we may have to take the vessel Massas across the vessel door. Does Rhodes Island have a way out of this quandary? Not at this moment. We have to come up with one now and fast. Dante, does anything come to mind? We should first figure out why that Seaborn's coming after us. Copy that. I'll focus on steering the ship, so keep us updated. That should manage to begin the sharp turn. Narrowly dodging a ponderous body of Seaborn and by. We can't take the whole ship across the dimensional door. We're not the only ones on it. But the sea is too wild, simply turn around and let the others leave. It's almost like it's obsessed with this ship. Just why could it possibly be after coming to the ship all of a sudden? Could it be Fabius's order? It's coming after me. Scotty, you? Yes, I'm their enemy, the Abyssal Hunter. As though to prove it, the giant beast began to charge against the bow of the ship the moment Scotty repositioned herself there. Just where are the Abyssal Hunters? Why is so gun-ho about trying to kill you? Abyssal Hunters are those who hunt sea terrors and seaborns. Of course, this isn't based on any emotions, such as vengeance or resentments. It's Scotty's... well, that's not important right now. What matters is that they're solely targeting Scotty. Operators of Rhodes Islands are heavily fatigued at this moment for a long defense against the waves in the Dungeon of the Phantoms. The same can be said of us and Miss Amiya, who battled bears in the meantime. To engage that Seaborn in this particular circumstances... oh? Something shakes the vessel Massas once again. What's this now? There's more? There are indeed multiple entities surrounding our ship. However... violent destructive sound crashes through the waves, towards vessel Massas. Past the sunwall of mist, there was... we're lucky. Or was it simply how it was supposed to go? Isharmala! Sir Knight? 2 Seaborns. It's going to be fine, Miss Inquisitor. If he's the same knight we fought earlier, I doubt he'll be able to stop himself from charging at that giant of a sea monster. Like Homie said, Knight charged straight at the giant, rough wave, at the great Seaborn, as though he hardly noticed our presence. We can help the Knight repel that Seaborn. We just might have a shot at sending Olympus Copy through a dimensional door and escaping aboard the vessel Massa ourselves. Can everyone still move? I'm almost at my limit, but I can still move. I got a plan. I'd like for everyone to trust me on this. Things weren't so bad outside after you enter the portal. Now's the time for the hunter to get to work. The bright ray of light from Iron's lamp shows upon those atop the deck, while Scotty leaps tall into the air, using the ship's bow as her launching pad. The operators each gather their appropriate positions as commanded by the doctor. Ishmael and Otis both exited to decks as well, presumably having found someone to steer the ship. Is it okay to have you two out there? This calls it. So you know enough about seafaring to take over. Well, this crisis is far from over. She's good enough that it was reasonable for us to leave the ship steered to her and descend to decks for our return. It doesn't seem like we'll be able to bid you goodbye. Are you sure you're all gonna be okay? We can stay a little longer and help. I appreciate the sentiment, I really do, but... Amiya pointed toward a dimensional door, which has shrunk significantly smaller since the first time we saw it. You don't have much time. I wonder if it was only supposed to be open for a set period of time, or what was closing now because our work here is done. Sorry, there's precious little we can learn about now, but it's obvious that our time here was coming to an end. Thanks, Amiya. We would have been lost for a while in this world if it wasn't for Rhodes Island's help. Well, thanks to you, we should be able to sufficiently study the dimensional door before we return. And say goodbye to Iberian sea breeze, I guess. Do you have any idea how big the pile of paperwork is going to be at the Inquisition? Mirta, try not to drop in Iberia next time. You got that? Sure. Let's all stay nicely put in our own worlds. As the great seaboard briefly falters at the combined might of Scotty and the night, the ship's bow managed to stop inches from a dimensional door. Oh, damn, that's a big one. Manager, now's your chance. Get to the dimensional door. I like the shot. Sunday, hope we can meet again. We shall take our leave. I don't see there being a second crossover, but I guess I wouldn't mind playing it if it can happen. Let's return to the city. The turns to a brutal battlefield. Several roars contended with one another. After taking one final look at Rhodes Island during the defendant vessel Mathis, we leaped into the pitch black darkness at the center of the dimensional door. I'm swept away by the tides of consciousness. The river draws up my memories and consciousness, subliminating them away. Then, where is this Yi Huan Yang? Look around and see the sinners strewn about the room, dozing off. I see Heathcliff crash out like that all the time, but how everyone crash at the same time, sleeping against the walls? A bizarre sensation that something was truly amiss crawls up my spine. You have come too. Now that you have come to, I request to continue to rest in your chamber. Your presence here makes it difficult to conduct cleaning activities in areas adjacent to your body. Huh? What? We just came through a dimensional door at Rhodes Island. Rhodes? You were transferred here at the LCCA, discovered your company unconscious at the entrance of the Labami Corp branch. I feel I just went through a memorable experience, but I can't recall what. There's a hole in my memory, a strange emotional tug in my heart, an ego I don't ever recall extracting. Rosinante, prithee avail me 5 more minutes of scheduled wind train dummies to wake you in 5 minutes. But the bizarre sensation naturally settles. What was that abnormality? What just happened? I don't have any answers to either of those questions, but... Wait, where's Saud? She said something about how there's been a delay or something. I couldn't find Saud. He would bring us odd jobs here and there during our stay, and we're in Yi Huan Yang. On the desk, I did find a note filled with various requests and letter, both presumably left by Saud. God, distortion contract. Come on, time to earn your keep. You're gonna lounge around until we got a message from HQ, right? Are they allergic to giving us time off or something? In that moment, a certain voice briefly surfaces from the abyss of my memories, before seeking again. There's no such thing as absolutes when it comes to the value of light. Which means that it should never be up to others to define the worth of life, to argue for it. The worth of life. I don't quite recall who said that, or even where I heard it from. Honestly, I don't even understand what it means. You can't change what you see by standing still. If you want to bring about a better world, then, even if you may be lost in ideals, even still, some of those words left a lingering impression on my heart. You have to keep walking. Unable to sit still, I got up from my seat and began waking the sinners up one by one. Yeah, it's not like we're getting anything done here. On your feet, guys. Time to get to work. The sinners each began waking up. Some look around, get their bearings. Like they were just pulled out of a long dream. That's it. Thank you for coming to my Quarter of the Apocalypse. It's been Jessica Hans with a kind of frustrating part 2 of this, but ooh, let's go ahead and get everything though.
이렇게 쉽게 통과하리라고는 상상도 못했는데. 새가들에게 은자를 풀어야겠어요. 이런 경사스러운 날에는 조금 풀어줘도 괜찮겠죠.
Let's see what kind of goodies we can get. You know what? Now, 150. Oh, if I get 150, I'm getting most of these cleared out. All right, thank you for coming, my Quarter of the Apocalypse. This has been Cheska Hans with another episode of Limbus Company, and yes, enjoying all this. I'll see you guys tomorrow with the final episode of the Rise of Golden Idol.